A great return there of 22 yards. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though?
Absolutely.
Who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 53 yards. As his guys continue to pour it on. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The NFC offense heading back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late in a in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. Here now, Roberts. A great return there. Bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense for the AFC set to go now. They go play action here on 1st down. He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the NFC.
Partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him. No one else there to protect him. Means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or
the ball comes out. And that's picked up by the AFC. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big time.
And all the way in for the touchdown. Patrick Mahomes finding the end zone yet again as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the two-point try. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the NFC back out there. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. J.J. Watt, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. J.J. Watt in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be a short field ahead as the AFC takes over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Mahomes going to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Mahomes finding Hopkins for the AFC first. Now it's Mahomes again. And he will have a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, he flat out can't be stopped as his guys continue to pour it on. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now Mahomes. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out these blocks.
Now a hit and a loose football. And that's picked up by the AFC. And he is going to bring this one back. A fumble return for an AFC touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So a big play there, not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That's pulled in at the 32. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. He's hoping to take what has been a good game here and make it a great game. It's so far solid, and we're still in the 3rd quarter.
And there's nothing wrong with solid. You want to be that. You want to be reliable. You want to be a guy that puts your team in a position to have a chance to win. And that's what we're seeing from him. And there's also that added element that maybe it can become a little bit more.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins, 56 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The NFC offense heading back onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Gurley on first down with no blocking help there, as he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze, this complete to Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes finding the end zone yet again as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he?
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. It's the AFC with the football and the lead as we begin quarter number 4. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the NFC back out there. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and not have to live with that for the rest of the year.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing now is Breeze. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Breeze to throw again. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Breeze now on 1st down. Jones has it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Complete to Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll run. It's Ezekiel Elliott of the Cowboys. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should fourth down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is. I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to...
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
He got this.
A big play there for the AFC. 64 yards on the ground. Big run here in the fourth as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offensive coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. They'll look to run with Connor. And he is into the end zone for an AFC touchdown. James Conner, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit. But going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this. No. Okay.
And along with the rest of his offensive mates, here comes Zach Ertz. And we see here the productivity certainly has decreased from the start of the game, but sometimes people forget these tight ends, they can do more than just catch the football.
That is so true because now when things start to happen and you're not getting the ball as much, maybe you change your focus on the game. Maybe you become a very good decoy. Maybe you block a little bit more. But sometimes you have such a great first half, you expect it to continue to roll, and it doesn't just happen that easily in the second.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and an AFC touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play, and if you get one, you really look terrific in this game.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. First throw now for the backup Brady. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And they turn the pick-6 into a pick-8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Breeze going to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And this will be a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the two-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
5-8. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. On first down, Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 40 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track.
After review of the play,
they had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Here's Brady to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add two more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. You see the AFC defense heading back out there. Now the interception for them the last time, and that turned into 6 points.
You think during their break they reminded the offense that, hey, we helped you guys out a little bit, right? You know, they want to see if they can do it again for them. They're putting together an entire team game by how they're playing on defense.
The interception the last drive, what will happen here? Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Breeze now to throw. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short and shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Breeze now on first down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Breeze. Caught by Jones. And that's going to move the sticks again here as the tackle's made at the AFC's 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. J.J. Watt in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with the late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll find Thielen working the middle.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They decipher that.
Now Breeze lost the football. And that's picked up by the AFC. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as he'll go for 2. Connor going to try and run it. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here's Breeze. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Breeze now. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the AFC will have it 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Back out is the AFC offense. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. A big play there for the AFC. 54 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now he'll escape to his right. He's going to look and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. That throw by Brady incomplete.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
Yellow lady, yellow lady. 55 to mine. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He completes it to Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
57 to mine. We're good. Ready.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. Now Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the AFC is going to get the football back in great field position. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously